Hey guys! Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, the Meteoraptor, back here with a brand new Meteoraptor reaction and review. And tonight, you guys, I'm gonna take a look at a 2013 movie. Action movie is the best I can call it, which I rented from Redbox. That movie is Need for Speed. Yeah. You guys, I've wanted to watch this movie for a while, for a couple of reasons. One, I have played a few of the Need for Speed games, and for what I've seen in the games, they were a lot of fun. Second, I love racing films and stuff. Like, I love the Fast and the Furious movies, and there was Redline, and I adored that. And I didn't play a lot of Need for Speed games. I played 510 or something on the PSP, because I actually used to have one of those. And I played a couple others on the Wii, and I think I played one on the GameCube a long time ago. Yeah, believe it or not, I actually had one. I'm just going to give you a quick bit of trivia before I dive into this movie. In 1 second. Yes, I have a Ghost Rider tumbler, and I'm proud. Okay. This movie, I believe, was released in around May. I have no idea, but anyhow, before it came out, everybody I was talking to just was going, "Oh, dude, are you gonna go see Need for Speed?" Or, "Oh, guys, when are you open to go see Need for Speed?" Like, it was being hyped, and I was seeing trailers everywhere. And I saw a trailer before I saw Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and I thought, that looks good. I'm gonna have to check it out. Due to some scheduling conflicts, I never got around to watching it. But the weird thing is, after it was released, nobody mentioned it. So that can either mean everybody was too busy to watch it, or the people who did watch it hated it. I have no idea. I will tell you from the trailers, it looked really cool. And I am really hoping for this film to be at least entertaining, and it's just good enough that I'm not going to totally hate it. Because you know what, you guys? I really didn't think that Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift was going to be all that great of a film. And I really liked that one. Like, I liked it a lot. So, you know what? I'm just going to stop talking and start watching. It's time for me to kick off episode 49 by kicking back, relaxing, and checking out Need for Speed. That was a pretty cool race, you know? I mean, it took us like almost 10 minutes to finally get to any sort of racing action. But that payoff, that was really cool. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later, the death of a main character, or at least a slightly important character. The only problem is, I didn't like him that much. He was kind of a jerk. And he was trying to be played up for laughs, but really, when he did, he just came up as kind of irritating. So, it's not that big a deal that he's dead. Like, what's his name? When that Ken or somebody, he died in Tokyo Drift, I was thinking, no, that didn't just happen. Like, because he had been built up to be awesome, but here it's not really much. Alright, you guys, that was Need for Speed, and that was a disappointment. I'm just gonna get out the disc here. Hang on. Oh, great, now it's stuck. Well, let's just give this a second. Let me just eject disk, and there we go. Now let's talk about Need for Speed, shall we? Wow. You guys, I was really expecting something entertaining. I was hoping for something good. I didn't really get that. And really, as the whole film suffers from one issue. Well, a couple issues. Well, one issue that then breaks off into its own separate, smaller issues. The writing. My biggest complaint with the writing is the film's title is Need for Speed. This movie has a need for speed. It needs to learn to speed up. You guys, within the first half an hour, we have a main character die. Now, with any other race film, that would either happen at the end, in the middle, or at the beginning. And considering the fact that this thing is 2 hours and 10 minutes, we didn't have enough time to really care about that character. And that too, all the characters are really, I found most of the characters to be really irritating. The main character has a very cliched backstory, as he lost his father and stuff like that. Like, he's just a knockoff Dominic Toretto from Fast and Furious. Alright? This whole film just has the feel of a knockoff Fast and Furious. And you know what? I'm not cool with that. Why? Because I like Fast and Furious a lot. So I'm gonna, yeah. So the whole film, it's really boring. Because it's a cliched crime story tossed in with some racing action, which, okay, the racing's cool and all that, but there's not enough of it, to me at least. I really had a hard time even finishing the movie. And you guys, that's pretty surprising. Like, I had a hard time finishing the movie. Like, if you guys are wondering why there was only 2 bits of reactions, and the film is 2 hours and 10 minutes, and I only got about half an hour in, is because my camera died, and then I had to let it charge up for a while, and the movie kept going, and I decided, you know what, it's not worth the time to stop, rewind it, rewatch it, and re-react to it when I already had acted to it previously. So, yeah. The characters are really annoying. The story, I told you guys, it's cliched. This thing is a Fast and Furious knockoff. That is the best and only way I can think of even talking about this movie is it's a Fast and Furious knockoff. And you know what? I'm sorry I wasted the $1.50 renting this from Redbox. And that's just the beginning. The acting. Well, considering the fact that the whole story was stupid and cliched and didn't make a lot of sense and we had no reason to care, some of the actors turned in really wooden showings. Our main character, aside from being unlikable and not having a single reason I could care about him, the actor who played him turned in a pretty bad showing. But you know what? I think all these actors can act. I believe they can all act. But it was the script they were given that just wouldn't let them. And I hate it more than anything when that happens to a movie. You guys, I was hoping for essentially another Fast and Furious, so I wouldn't have to wait till May to see Fast and Furious 7. And what do I get? I get a Fast and Furious wannabe that is too scared to be what the whole racing genre is, and it's too scared to do what Fast and Furious did, which is really ironic considering the fact that this whole film was trying to be a Fast and Furious movie. But we don't have any of the big car chases or the big action or any of that stuff. We have none of that. It's just one guy whose best friend dies, and he's hunting after the guy who did it because somehow he was able to kind of disappear, even though there was everybody near them when they did the stupid race that led to his friend's death. And that was really all I was able to pick up, and the acting just wasn't that great. Special effects, well, this was like the one actually decent part of the movie, is the effects were pretty good and all. You know, the fire effects and stuff were done really well, the racing was done really well, the CG every now and then was done really, really well. So, the special effects, I can easily say thumbs up, they're good, but then again, this thing was made by DreamWorks, and it would kind of be a shame if it wasn't good special effects. But other than that, you guys, like music, I was hoping, again, for something like Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious, I love the soundtracks. Why? Because they're all filled with awesome rap songs by rappers who I highly like. This, we don't have any, okay? I want to touch on camera work for a couple of reasons. One, some of the camera here is really shaky. And two, you're not supposed to be able to tell when you switch what type of camera you're using. Why? Because there was the one scene when PD, or Pete, whatever the guy's name was, I don't even remember anymore, dies, and his car is shown spinning through the air, and we get sort of a first-person view. It was so painfully done with a GoPro that it wasn't even funny. You guys, when DreamWorks is funding this movie and the whole film is being done with a huge budget, you don't think you could get at least one camera that was similar to the ones you were filming and risk having it maybe cracked and then spending like $400 just to get it fixed? And maybe you could have fired the writer and actually gotten somebody good, and then you could have taken the $400 you would have saved from hiring that writer, because I'm pretty sure that's all they paid him, because there was like nothing here. Then they could have fixed the camera, and then they could have got some more money from DreamWorks, and they could have got an actually competent writer. I don't care if they would have switched writers halfway through, you guys. It's just, they chose not to, and to be honest, the story was horrible. So, when it comes down to it, can I recommend Need for Speed? No. You guys, this film scores a raptor claw out of 4. And that's me being generous. The only reason it's not complete and total raptor spit, and believe me guys, more than half this film I was thinking, man, this is raptor spit, is because of the race scenes. And I mean, well, they are done far less entertainingly than Fast and Furious. They're still done well, and I can't fault them for, and I can't just kind of slam on them for not being the way I wanted them. Well, I kind of can, but I can't do that enough to say it ruins the film. But really, you guys, the whole thing that destroys this film was the writing. And I hate that. Worst of all, this was my 49th episode, guys. My 50th review goes up soon. And I wanted to celebrate by watching something great. Nope. Yeah. So, I would like also to do something I don't usually do. The only time I've done this is with my Avatar review and my Frozen review. I'd like to give a shout out to a YouTuber who, well, the YouTuber's name was Bob Joe, and he requested this movie. And Bob Joe, thank you for requesting the movie. Now, he wanted me to give the shout out to another channel. I don't know if it's his friends or not. I didn't get a chance to check. But that friend's YouTube channel is Trippin Beast 123. Yeah, you heard me. Trippin Beast 123. And I'm going to leave a link to Trippin Beast's channel in this video. I want you guys to go over there and thank him. Because you might be questioning why, but you know what? He was the first person ever to request a movie that I didn't have to lose a bet to end up doing. So, you know what? Trippin? I'm gonna just call you Trip? Thanks, dude. I was really curious about the Need for Speed movie, because I kept hearing I didn't hear a lot of people talking about it. I now know why. It's painfully obvious now why. But you know what? All films can't be perfect. You guys, I've said this a couple times now. This is episode 49. The next review that goes up will be episode 50. And if you've been following me on Instagram, then you know I have a contest that's going to go down at episode 50. So be sure to come back, because I celebrate 50 episodes by reviewing a movie, which I doubt many of you know. But however, if you do know the kinds of films I like and you know this, then you are awesome. But again, Trip, dude, thank you for recommending this film, and thank you for being the first person ever to recommend a movie through the comments. And guys, I want you to go over there and check out his channel. I'm actually going to go over and check out his channel right now. Then I'm probably going to go play some Watch Dogs or something. But you know what, you guys, until then, this is the Meteor Raptor saying, keep cool. I will see you guys soon, and I'm almost hit 50. So until then, Later, Dino Dudes.